Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. I&R Spoilers Weekly Update. Traci and Alan's surprise, Victor's grenade, Sharon cornered. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of August 12, 2024 are in. Fans can expect Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, to get cornered. Traci Abbott, Beth Maitland, and Alan Laurent, Christopher Cousins, have happy news to share as they return to Genoa City. Plus, Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, starts launching his grenades at his enemy. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Traci Abbott and Alan Laurent's surprise. E&R spoilers for the week of August 12 reveal that Traci and Alan are finally coming back to Genoa City. I would really like to see Alan stick around in GC, especially in light of Sharon's crisis. I know Alan is retired and lives in France, but he could easily unretire himself and relocate. In any case, Traci and Alan will have some happy news to share with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters. In a preview clip, Alan and Traci smile as they share a meal with Jack and Diane. Jack admits he had no idea Traci and Alan were getting that close, so it sounds like they might share some happy news. I&R spoilers. Sharon Newman's horror. During the week of August 12, Sharon will still be making plans to go to Arizona for a private retreat. With Sharon hallucinating Cameron Kirsten, Lyndon Ashby, it's a bad idea for her to go alone. However, Sharon is desperately trying to cover how bad her symptoms are. It is stated that Sharon will get backed into a corner. Is this by Cameron, or could one of her loved ones realize what's going on? The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor Newman's grenade. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of August 12 reveal that Victor will end up giving Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, a challenge. It is also stated that Victor instructs Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, that it's time to strike. Speaking of Adam, he covers with Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope. However, at the same time, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, demands the truth from Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Clare again. I&R spoilers. Week of August 12, 2024. Next week, Jack has issues with Billy using the family name on another company. As predicted, this could create a lawsuit between Jabut and Chancellor Industries. Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, shares some advice with Lily Winters, Crystal Cowell. It is also hinted that Kyle turns down Summer Newman's Allison Lanier, condition that he eliminate Audra. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of August 12, 2024? This week in Genoa City, the tension is set to explode as secrets, surprises, and strategies unfold, leaving no one untouched by the drama. At the center of the storm is Victor Newman, whose latest move is as calculated as it is devastating. Meanwhile, Traci Abbott finds herself blindsided by a surprise she never saw coming, and Sharon Collins faces a confrontation that could change everything. Buckle up, because this week is going to be one wild ride. Traci and Alan's surprise. A reunion years in the making. Traci Abbott has always been the heart of the Abbott family, the glue that holds them together through thick and thin. But even the most steadfast hearts can be shaken, and this week, Traci is in for a shock that could turn her world upside down. It all starts when Traci receives a mysterious letter, handwritten and postmarked from a small town in New England. The letter is from Alan, a man she hasn't seen or heard from in over 20 years. Alan was her first love, a college sweetheart who disappeared from her life without a trace, leaving Traci with unanswered questions and a broken heart. Curiosity gets the better of her, and Traci decides to investigate. What she discovers is more than she ever bargained for. Alan is living in a quiet, seaside town, running a bookstore and leading a life far removed from the hustle and bustle of Genoa City. He never married, never had children, and it seems he's been waiting all these years for a second chance with Traci. Their reunion is bittersweet, filled with nostalgia and unresolved emotions. Alan reveals the reason he left all those years ago, a family tragedy that forced him to choose between his love for Traci and his obligations. He never stopped loving her, but he couldn't face the pain of saying goodbye. Now Alan wants to make amends to see if there's still a spark between them. Traci is torn. Part of her wants to rekindle the romance, but another part of her is hesitant, afraid of reopening old wounds. As they spend time together, reminiscing about their past and exploring the possibility of a future, Traci must decide if she's ready to take a leap of faith or if some doors are better left closed. #### Victor's grenade, a power move that shakes Genoa City. Victor Newman is no stranger to playing dirty when it comes to protecting his empire and his family. This week, he's about to drop a bombshell that will send shockwaves through Genoa City. After months of subtle maneuvers and backdoor deals, Victor has finally set the stage for his latest power play. His target? Jabba. He's uncovered a secret about Jack Abbott that could not only ruin his rival's career but also destroy the Abbott family from within. It's a piece of information so explosive that it could change the balance of power in Genoa City forever. Victor isn't just planning to expose Jack, he's going to use this secret as leverage to force a merger between Jabba and Newman Enterprises, effectively putting him in control of both companies. But Victor's plan doesn't stop there. He's also using the threat of exposure to manipulate Ashley Abbott, knowing that she's the key to getting what he wants. Ashley is caught between a rock and a hard place. On one hand, she wants to protect her family and their legacy. On the other hand, she knows that if this secret gets out, it could destroy everything her family has worked for. Victor's ruthless tactics put her in an impossible position, forcing her to choose between her loyalty to her family and her own ambitions. As Victor's plan unfolds, alliances are tested, and old rivalries are reignited. The stakes have never been higher, and the fallout could be catastrophic for everyone involved. But Victor isn't one to back down, and he's prepared to go to any lengths to get what he wants, even if it means blowing up everything around him. ### Sharon cornered, a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Sharon Collins has been through more than her fair share of trials and tribulations, but this week she finds herself in a situation that could be her most dangerous yet. After weeks of receiving anonymous threats and feeling like she's being watched, Sharon finally comes face to face with her tormentor. It all comes to a head when Sharon is lured to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. She thinks she's meeting a client, but instead she finds herself cornered by a figure from her past, a man she thought she'd never see again. This mysterious figure knows all of Sharon's secrets and is using them to manipulate her into doing his bidding. The confrontation is intense, with Sharon desperately trying to outmaneuver her adversary. But this isn't just about blackmail or revenge, it's personal. The man reveals that he's been watching Sharon for years, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. He blames her for a tragedy that happened long ago and is determined to make her pay. Sharon is terrified, but she's also determined not to let this man control her. She uses her wits and every ounce of strength she has to fight back, but as the cat and mouse game escalates, it becomes clear that she's in way over her head. The tension is palpable as Sharon is pushed to her limits, forced to confront her past and the choices that led her to this moment. As the week comes to a close, Sharon finds herself at a crossroads. She can either continue to fight and risk everything, or she can give in to her tormentor's demands and lose everything she's worked so hard to build. The choice she makes will have far-reaching consequences, not just for her, but for everyone she loves. ### The fallout, a week that changes everything. By the end of the week, the landscape of Genoa City will have changed dramatically. Traci's decision about Alan could alter the course of her life forever, while Victor's power play threatens to tear the Abbott family apart. Sharon's confrontation leaves her shaken and vulnerable, with the future more uncertain than ever. But as the dust settles, one thing is clear. In Genoa City, no one is safe from the fallout of their choices. The secrets, lies, and betrayals that come to light this week will have lasting repercussions, setting the stage for even more drama in the weeks to come.